Hey class, happy Monday. I hope that you all have had a good week 3 and are feeling excited and ready to move into week 4. We've just finished up gender and social organization, and before we move on, I have a few notes about last week's work for all of you. First of all, last week, a number of you took my comments on our week 1 and 2 discussions to mean that I want you to just recap what's in the text. Let me be more clear. I want a nice balance, enough from the text that I can clearly see that you have read and understood the material for the week, but you need to combine that with your own understanding of the topic. That's why it's called a discussion, right? Our quizzes are a very cut and dried, factual answer. Do you know what the text said, right? But your discussion is, what do you think about what the text says? And it's a conversation with your fellow students, okay? So we want not just your opinion, but thoughtful questioning, bringing new ideas to the table and linking them up with your own experience or with outside academic resources. Then support your work. Make sure you provide references for any material you use from anywhere else, and you're good to go. Okay, as we move into week 4, I want to remind you that our final papers are going to be due very, very soon. So I want to remind you that there is lots of help available. In the left margin of our classroom here, there are direct links to the Writing Center, to Ask a Librarian, and of course you can get lots of help from me by email or over Skype. I'm totally happy to help you if you have questions or problems you're having with your paper. The time not to ask me for that help is the night before the final paper is due. Instead, if you're struggling, please get some help as we are winding up to the paper. In week 4, less work, time to be working on your paper. So think about that as you move forward into the week. Also this week we have our reflexive journals due, and last time I had a few students that questioned exactly what that assignment was. I want to make sure that you understand that there's no right or wrong answer for your reflective journal entry. Instead, what we're trying to get at here is, as you are reading the material in preparation for your final paper, where are the points where you feel like what you're reading doesn't jibe with your own understanding of the world, and it is difficult to keep your anthropological hat on. So as you're making notes while you're reading, the spots where you're like, whoa, that's weird, or I would never do that, or I feel like that's really wrong, those are the spots that you want to stop and page back to an understanding of what it means to look at something from a culturally relative point of view, and then write about how that might be difficult for you and how you plan to overcome that in your final paper. Okay, then one last thing. This week we're going to be discussing religion and political organization. I want to remind you all that we're talking about religion from a cross-cultural and anthropological perspective. Of course, your own experience is going to enrich this conversation, but posts that are entirely about your personal relationship with your deity or are evangelical in nature will not receive full points. I want you to really dig into the material on this, support your opinions with scholarly sources, be respectful of the different experiences of your fellow students, and you'll be in good shape. Okay, have fun with week 4. I'll see you again next Monday.